All right, so was doing my thing on Twitter yesterday and stumbled upon a Nate Silver tweet about Bernie Sanders. Let's go ahead and throw it up on the screen for the people. So this was in response to the reporting, you got Ryan Nobles there from CNN, that Bernie Sanders was going to scale back from like 4 or 5 rallies a day to a more human pace of maybe 2 or 3 rallies a day. And Nate Silver's analysis of this move, you know, being the numbers guy, focused solely on the statistics and the numerical facts of the race, was this. I sort of wonder if this means that he's entering a phase where his goal is to pull a nominee to the left and or to build a movement rather than to actually win. Arguably, that's been his de facto goal from the start, although maybe not consciously so. Your thoughts, Sagar?
I mean, so there's a grain of truth there, but it is very condescending, right? Like the idea that the person who just raised $25 million is not a serious contender for the presidency, that the idea that the guy who's doing like 6 rallies a day is not a serious, I mean, look, obviously Bernie wants to win, but I actually thought the second tweet, the one that come right after that, was the explicit tell on this will be whether he starts to actually go after Elizabeth Warren. Is a key on whether if he actually wants to win or not. I don't think that that's actually the truth, but what Nate is getting at there is that if Bernie wants to win, that's actually what he has to do.
He does need to do that. No,
right?
that is true. That part is true. I don't chalk that up to whether or not he wants to win, though. I mean, this is a guy who was never, you remember, with Hillary Clinton, he obviously wanted to win, but he said, I don't care about your damn emails.
He should have.
Just the absurdity of, here's a guy who just posted the field-beating fundraising number, both in top line, but also has literally broken the record of the number of donations to his campaign. And he's wondering if he's really in it to win.
I know.
It's insane. And also, by the way, his thing about, oh, maybe he's just trying to pull the field to the left or build a movement.
We already did that.
He's already done those 2 things. So if that was the goal, he could just, you know, go happily ever after now.
Look, Bernie Sanders is the Democratic Party now, the National Democratic Party on a policy level. There's absolutely no question about it. Then the real question is about how, if he wants to actually execute that. So I think what Nate is saying is like, oh, he doesn't consciously know he's doing it. No. It's not because he wants to not win or wants to move the party to the left. It's that he just seems so beholden to that unity idea, and I don't really know why. I mean, he refused to go after Hillary as much as he could. He's not going after Elizabeth Warren. He's not going after Joe Biden. And look, like, if you are actually drawing a contrast and you're going to fight for people, then you need to like actually fight in the primary. It's mystifying to me how he's like going up on these stages and giving Elizabeth Warren hugs. It's like, no, that's not what this is about. Well, that's not how you win.
And the bottom line is, like, unity is all nice and fine and everything, but there's a real difference here.
It's unity on one side.
It is completely one-sided. It's only weaponized by centrists and more moderate or establishment folks. But also, like, there's a lot at stake here. I just think Nate Silver, it's so amazing. It's so telling when he decides to step away from the strictly numbers. It's always in a way to, like, hold up the establishment or bash Bernie Sanders when he goes into his, like, I'm just wondering and thinking mode, rather than here are the numbers of what's actually happening in the race.
Some of the Twitter trolls really got into Nate's head, and he's taking it out on everybody else by doing this. I mean, it's just kind of funny.
I think he's just in it for the ratio.
Maybe,
you know.
He seems to really enjoy the masochism. So
he does.
I get it.
There you go. We're rising after those.